Okay, welcome back. I did a little digging and we are at 2346. Casting out into that 5 meter hole. I've got them clipped at like between 20 and 23. Going from left to right. I think it's 20, 21, 23, something like that. And we do have large one hook zone with pea porridge. This isn't the way I necessarily recommend going for bream, especially if you're trying to like silver farm it, like make as much silver as possible, because this may lower our bite rate. But what folks have been doing, like I talked about in the last video, is folks are using larger than necessary hooks, trying to increase their trophy chances, I think. And so I thought I would try it just to kind of see what it's like, and then I may try this spot again sometime with normal hooks and see if it's comparable. But pea porridge, I am using the fancy bream ground bait, which the main difference is we're trying spicy garlic instead of the anise oil as the attractant. It's 22 right now, and we're already getting a pretty nice bite rate, considering we have large one hooks on, and mostly markers. So we'll see how this goes. This might be a pretty nice little bream spot just from how active it is early here. But when we have a little break in the action, I will show you the ground bait. But I mean, if you can stand here and catch, even it just ends up being like between 1 and 3 kilo bream all night, it is fantastic, especially for someone who's at level. So pearl barley, maggots, millet porridge, spicy garlic. Again, we're using large one hooks with pea porridge. 7.7 fluorocarbon liters. Some people will do 6.4. I think my lights are still over there at the tinch spot. That's fine. It is raining still, so it may be a rainy, obviously overcast evening, which could affect the bream one way or another, but we still should get a sense of how nice the bream spot is in general. And during the day, I did finally do a little bit of cooking. Mostly just made some more coffee, tea, and a little bit of thermos of mulled wine. And we're still eating baked potatoes and carrots and eggs and the cheap stuff, you know. Almost everything, with maybe one exception, has been a marker. There was that one that was not a marker just a second ago, but besides that, really high percentage of markers. Obviously, using regular bream ground bait would be fine here. Even fake bream ground bait, if you're lower level, would be fine, I'm sure. Pea porridge is ideal. Oh, for the big boys, but if you don't have pea porridge, just try whatever bream bait you have. And that can be anything from garlic dough, pearl barley, maggots even, worms even. I mean, you know, whatever you've got, whatever you've been able to level up to be able to use, just it's worth trying it here. If the bream are this active, you may still be able to make decent amount of silver and XP. Definitely want to make sure that we stay centered into that 5 meter hole. I thought about putting like a size 8 hook on one of these to sort of do comparisons, but I know that trophies and some really large bream have been caught at Old Burg, so I thought, you know what, let's just go with what folks are doing right now, and really on all three. I think we've got large 1 on all three to really just see what the results are like. I still contend that if we catch a trophy, that we would have had just as good a chance if we had had 8 hooks or 6 hooks, whatever your favorite bream hook is. But there may be something going on with weeding out some of the smaller ones and slightly changing your chances on the trophies. I don't know. I mean, a large 1 hook is just so big for bream. But it seems to be working right now, so. This one might be our first sort of over 2 kilo bream. It seems like. Yeah, it's a pretty nice one. Almost 3 kilo. You know, it may be random, but I think we are getting a larger, a higher bite rate at 20 meter clip than the other two. So not bad so far. I mean, there should be a spike, I would say, around 6 or 7 a.m. Get a few more between now and then. It's on pace to be pretty good. I'll be right back. Oh, I should have just trusted that there was nothing on there. With all the bream fishing I've done, 6.4 is the largest. And sometimes I feel like when they're hot, the larger ones come out for me a little more often at Volkov. But it looks like some people have done really well at Old Burg lately on the sort of 6+ bream. We're getting to that time though where if we're going to hit a big one, we'll hit it soon. Yeah, if I was going to be farming this, like if I was, you know, at level where Old Burg was somewhere that I fished a lot, I would definitely do some testing because I have a feeling that size 6, size 8 hook might get you slightly better results here. Bream are usually okay in the rain, but you also may have a little better just as the weather is changing. But we've definitely seen some nice ones come out. Seems like a pretty good bream spot. So we want to at least get to 12 over a kilo. So we're 2 away for this to sort of feel like the minimum for a worthy sort of bream farm. Although I think from the sizes that have been coming out, I would say I think it is. Even if tonight ends up being not quite as good, it seems like it's a pretty good spot right now. So many of them have been markers. It's a decent one here. And again, I think I would put all three at either 20 or 21. This one over here that's at 23 has felt the slowest to me. Oh, there we go. You want to make sure you see the line moving, which it is now. Just want to make sure that the fish has had plenty of time to actually get on there and not screw up the bite like I did earlier. Another nice one. Very good. Yeah, we're closing in on 18 now over a kilo, which at that point it's a pretty amazing bream farm. So we're one away from 18. This will do it. Oof. It's a nice one. This is the time of morning when you just hope to get lucky and see that big boy come out. Yeah, if you're in the mood for a bream farm, get here now. If you haven't caught a bream trophy before, get here now. They're gonna have a reasonable chance of coming out here with this kind of activity. Seems like based on the tench the tench spot earlier, and the trophy tench and trophy roach, and how active that spot was, and now this one, it just seems like it is a good time to be fishing at Old Burg right now. So we're now at 20 over a kilo in one fishing evening. Tremendous, honestly. It's gonna be another one. Phenomenal. Oh. Want to keep good tension on these big fellas. Get them above water. See if I can stop him. If I can't stop him, we'll just let him run for a minute. It is so tempting to want to look at the fish, but I really think you lose a lot less if you keep this tension up on him. And I really need to watch it, because when he's swimming, we're much better off not reeling against it, but I'm not taking my own advice here. We're just kind of reeling, pushing through it here. Yeah, this is a trophy, isn't it? We were pretty risky with that trophy. But that's a nice bream right there. 4.7. Wow. And it definitely came out in trophy time. We're past it now, but sort of that 7 a.m. give or take. It's usually where you see it, or often is. All right. The temp is holding down. It's overcast. You could probably extend this Bream day at least by an hour or two more than I normally would. But I'm going to go ahead and start. That's a tench. Oh, the tench. I don't know if I will do this spot again next or not, but that is a nice Bream. When you have like 9.7 or 10 kilo line, you can often just bully those trophy Bream in. I mean, it's dangerous. It's like that's when fish pop off the hook most often. But with the 7.7 line, especially a really nice trophy, is going to run a little bit. Golly. That's an 87 silver order. That's 46, so it would be worth it. I'm just not sure that I'm going to do Bream again. All right, so there's a 170.06 silver. I know you can't see the amounts. 170.06. So a really nice Bream spot there. Really nice silver. I mean, you're easily over 200 silver a day, no matter what you're fishing for during the day. And we got the nice trophy. I like it. Okay, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.